Hello, my name is Eric. I'm very happy to present you a new tool that is called Sustainable Procurement Implementation Support Tool. So quite complex in terms of title. What invite you is to discover together some tabs of this tool. Then you can get a little bit um, more at ease to use it. So let's go together. First of all, let's look at the Advice tab. So in the advice tab, what you see it's the general recommendation, kind of instruction and tips. So the purpose of all this tool is to make it, to sum up, it's to help you when you have a quotation request or when you have a tender process to identify sustainable criteria that can be implemented. And then definitely it's as well to adapt to your context and the market you are working with. So this is the goal of this tool, to be concrete as much as possible. Then I go to the next one, which is the index. So the index, it's the list of all the different tabs that are existing. And what you can see, and which is maybe useful when needed, you have a glossary, you have labels and norms, to have an overview about all what is existing today, or at least one part of the labels and norms that we have identified, and then some general criteria for the supplier and for the product and services, knowing that when you look at the market, you look at definitely with which organization you are working with in terms of social responsibility, and after looking at the item to see how you can have a more sustainable product or services. And beyond that, you have a list of specific categories. We have worked with all the colleagues, so we have done our best to identify, sustainable criteria, and you will see as well some general criteria that can help you in your market approach. So this is a summary of the index. Definitely, if you want to give feedback, you are more than welcome. Knowing that here it's in English, in French, and Spanish. And if you want, to add other criteria, you can go. So we have a web page with the réseau humanitaire, the réseau, sorry, environnement humanitaire, in the resources library, and then you choose the thematic sustainable procurement, and you can propose new criteria that we can add into this list. Let's move now to the glossary. So the glossary, I'm not going to go into details. Again, it's in the three languages, and it's giving you, an explanation beyond some specific words. For instance, here, sustainable supply, and if I go down, you have the eco-consumption and so on. So this is really something to help you in terms of word definition, at least what we can understand from our side. And then in terms of label and norms, here it's as well to help you to understand beyond, for instance, SA 8000, what does it mean? So this is social responsibility. Maybe this is an international certification that is helping to protect the workers and their working condition. So it's a commitment from the organization in terms of social responsibility. The same for the environment. If you think about, I don't know, like the 14001, which is the environmental system management, and so on and so on. So this is the role of this tab. Then, as I explained you, when you look at the organization on one angle, you have general sustainable criteria that you can use in your market analysis. So from the labor right, going through sustainable internal practices, CSR certification, and so on and so on. And then we have the same in terms of general criteria for the products and services, meaning that looking at the product, you can see, for instance, if it's reusable, recyclable, if we're thinking about the IT, for the cartridges, for instance, if the goods are coming from recycled material, we know that for the laptop, sometimes you can have one part of the laptop that is made with recycling plastic coming from the sea. So this is an example, and so on and so on. And now what I would like to do is to go together to discover a specific tab on a category. So the proposal is to look at the food category. For each category, it's the same structure with English, French, and Spanish. So knowing that what I am talking, it's a French English, but anyway, I hope you understand. General recommendation, really looking at for this specific category, what are the recommendation when you would like to assess it in a sustainable way as well. What you will find each time is first the sustainable criteria, where we have proposed, suggested some priority criteria, recommended, and optional. So it's up to you. Again, this is our humble work to see how we can give you some help in your market analysis. And then after we see the general criteria, by the way, I see some colleagues that are working on it, knowing that is more linked to the category for classical, I will call it criteria. You see the average price. Here it's what we see, it's hygiene and food safety, the information of the diet constraints sometimes. So the goal of the category is to dig in and to help you to structure your approach. Either it's a quotation request or a tender process. And to conclude, I just would like to remind you that this is a tool first that we would like to be used by you on the field and really to make it as practical as possible. And the other element is what I have mentioned before. It's evolving. So this is a living tool. It's not going to stay as it is. And to make it better and better and to improve, we need the collective intelligence. We need you. And it's the final message I would like to pass through. It's because we are all together taking care, of the planet and taking care of the people that maybe we can improve the situation. So let's work all together. And I wish you a nice day. Bye bye.